Oh, there it goes. Sorry, my video looked like it froze a second when it started. So, hey, happy Saturday. I hope you are having a super blessed day. We have beautiful sunshine here. I think I'm about to take my daughter and one of her friends to the nature park to go walk around for a while because it has been so stinking cold. We have just been trapped inside, so I'm excited about getting out. But first, while I was thinking about it, I just wanted to share a couple of comments for y'all. I am doing the Winter Hustle with that was offered to us by April Pointer, and so I have been gleaning such amazing bits of information. And so while we can't share specific assignments and stuff out of there, I did want to just give y'all some information that I have gleaned from there to make our team stronger and to help you get to the rank that you're trying to reach. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is, okay, I'm going to say this so maybe I won't forget. I'm going to talk about social media, and I want to talk about doing what your strengths are. So that was something they talked about on our call Thursday, and it just really kind of resonated with me because I'm not sure that I have been leading this way, so I wanted to make sure that if I hadn't already been leading this way, then to say that I'm sorry and that I would like to begin leading this way. So everyone has different strengths. And so what I want you to really think about is, what are your strengths? Are you an encourager? Do you get people excited? Are you brave? Are you fearless? Are you really strong-willed? What is it? What are some of your character traits that are helpful to you in business? I know that some of my traits are, I'm an encourager, and I definitely have a gift of trying to lift people up and keep them going. And I also, one of my gifts, which can also be a downfall, is just that I like to get things done. Like I'm a worker. I am a Martha. And so what I want to encourage you is to think about those things and then use those to your strengths, and think about, how do you get signups? So think about the last 5 signups that you got. Where did those come from? Was it people that came to a class? So was it a big group setting and you taught to a whole bunch of people because that's what you're comfortable doing, and at that class you had a ton of signups? Are the last 5 signups that you got all people that you met online? Some people really feel more comfortable behind a screen. So, sorry, my dog may start barking. Is it people, are you really great at social media? Oh, Maddie! Sorry, I told you she was about to do that. Hold on. Sorry. So are you really good at posting things on social media and sharing that way? And then the people who sign up are people that see your information online and you just shoot them, a text or email and they sign up themselves? Are you better at one-on-ones? Yesterday I met with 3 different people who are friends or acquaintances that I have, most of the instances I had talked oils with them at some point. One of the people is actually new. She's in one of my business groups and she just joined, so I probably have known her 3 weeks. So she didn't know anything about oils. She had just bought oils at TJ Maxx with a diffuser, and I told her to go throw them away, and she laughed and said okay. And she said, I had no idea. So, out of those 3 people, one signed up that day, like right then, like that was our date, actually, was we were having lunch to make sure that she got signed up. The other two, as far as I know, they will also be getting their kit. It was due to time constraints or where we were. We couldn't just do it right then. So I've already followed up with those people. But if your strength is meeting one-on-one and really listening to people, and that's how you sign people up, is sitting with them, sitting, with you, then do that. I actually, when I started building, I actually built online. It took me several months to teach a class because I had not really attended a class. My first class that I ever attended was a doTERRA class, and I didn't like the person that taught it. I didn't like the way she bashed Young Living the whole time she was teaching. I actually, at that point, didn't know that there were multiple essential oil companies. Until I showed up at her house, I didn't know that essential oil was a liquid that came in a bottle. So I couldn't have been more newbie to the Young Living world than I was. Hold on one second. Sorry, this is real life, people. But I couldn't have been more of a newbie, and that was the only class I ever went to, because my enroller, in case you don't know, is Leah Espy, who lives in Seattle, Washington. So it was months before she actually came back to Texas to teach a class that I was able to attend. So I didn't have that modeled for me. I was uncomfortable doing it. I had already told her I wasn't going to share at all. But what I did was I talked about it on Facebook, because that's what I do. I'm also a promoter. So if I love something, I will tell the world. If I don't love something, I will also make sure that other people don't have the same bad experience that I did. So that's what I did. I talked on Facebook. I couldn't believe that I hadn't had these oils my entire life. They had had some life-changing effects on my body, and my family was starting to have experiences, and I just shared with everybody. It was like, oh my gosh, you need these. Why do you not have these? You should get some. So the first part of my business was totally done online. Then I learned how to teach a class, and I also was very comfortable. So I am fortunate in that I really have 3 ways that I can build my business. I'm comfortable with one-on-ones, I'm comfortable doing large class situations, and I'm also comfortable with how I promote myself on social media. So, but that's what I want you to do, is if you hate teaching classes, and that's where I hope I have not failed some of you, because I do tell everyone you need to be teaching classes, which is wrong of me, so I'm sorry. If you don't like teaching classes, don't, but you have to find another way to promote yourself, promote the oils, promote your healthy lifestyle. So whatever that is for you, find it and do it. If you don't love sharing at all, in any form, then you're not going to be successful at all. So I just want you to really think about that, is where are you most comfortable doing, and then do that the most. Now, if you've never taught a class, I don't want that to be an excuse of, well, I don't think I'm good, so I'm just not going to try it. I do want you to try all the methods for like a month, maybe even longer. Because until you've really tried it and done it a couple times, you're not going to really have a good gauge. My first class, I'm sure I was terrible when I taught it, but I practiced and I got better and I became comfortable in it. So I do want you to give whatever you're going to do, like really, really try before you decide that it's not for you. So, and if you need help in any of that, that's what I'm here for, is to try to help lead you in the right direction. And so speaking of social media, that takes me to the other thing I wanted to talk about is I want all of you to be very deliberate about your online presence, because what you post 100% reflects on you, and it creates your brand. And so whatever you post about the most is how people are going to perceive you. And I've talked about this a lot, and so you're probably like, oh, we've heard this before. But that's actually part of our Winter Hustle training, is we are having a 60-day social media challenge. So we're really getting some good training from people like Lindsay Gramont that are total social media gurus. And so it's just reinforcing what I have already learned and heard from other places. But so I want you to just really be more deliberate about this. And by that, I mean that in general, you need to have 5 things you post about. One of those has to be Young Living, and it should not always be oils. Young Living is a lifestyle. It is not just an essential oil company. It's a healthy lifestyle company. So I want to make sure that when you are posting about Young Living, that it includes other products. And I also don't want you to just reshare like blogs from other people. First of all, if it is a blog from a source other than yourself, you are liable to lead people away from you, because all blogs contain links to buy stuff from them. So if you send someone, hey, this was a cool blog article, and then it says, and hey, you want more about essential oils, and then they click that link, and then they've bought from that blogger, and you lost a customer. So be super conscious about what information you're giving other people. Make sure that it has your information. Like, it should come from you. It shouldn't come from other people. Even the Young Living blog site, I know that has great info, but try not to just reshare other people's info. If you don't know how to grab a graphic off of Facebook or the internet and save it to your computer so that you can post it as information from you, please let me know. I would love to do a Zoom call with you so that I can teach you that skill. So, like I said, 5 things. Make a list. What are the 5 things most important to me? My family, God, for me, natural health, music, food. I would say that's probably my 5. Not that I will never post about anything else, but 98% of my posts will be about something like that. I do not repost quizzes. That's not my brand. I don't waste time taking quizzes. Not that those aren't fun sometimes, but that's not something I'm going to promote because that doesn't fit within my brand. Reposting, I don't know. I would just say be cautious about ever reposting anything from anybody. It should be information from you that's important to you. So I feel like I'm starting to repeat myself. So I hope that makes sense to you. So like I said, think of your 5 things. And before you post something on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, Snapchat, stop, think, does that fit one of my 5 items that are my brand? And then if you say no, that doesn't fit my brand, don't repost it. What you want to do, which is what they're teaching us in this social media challenge, is you are trying to get people to interact with you. Facebook keeps changing how people see your information. It is getting harder and harder and harder for people to see your information, especially if Facebook sees it as spam, as you stuff like using a billion hashtags that talk about buy this, sale, get it while you can. That stuff will get marked in Facebook to not really be shown to anybody else. So your goal is to get people to interact with you. And it's been interesting because as we've been doing these social media challenge posts, our homework, I've seen some people comment that I have not seen comment on my Facebook stuff in a long time, which means I lost some people. And so hopefully I'm getting some of those people back. But so that's what you want to do, is ask questions, post things that will cause people to engage with you. So that's what I want to talk to you a little bit about. And if you have questions, please let me know. If you need to have a Zoom chat with me, to just spend a little time with me, for me to help you answer questions or help you pick a plan for something, let me know. I would love to talk to you and spend some time with you and help you get to your next rank, because that's the whole goal, is to get to your next rank. So have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you later.